Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Learn to Sew with Nani, and here on this channel I upload sewing tutorials and fashion illustration every week. If you like the sound of that, please consider subscribing. To my returning subscribers, thank you for joining us once more. Now today I want to show us how to make a basic sleeve, and for your basic sleeve you practically need the pattern you're attaching the sleeve to or the outfit you've made you want to make the sleeve for. Okay, so right here I have this my shirt dress. I've already posted the video here on my channel. So I need to measure the round armhole. Okay, so for this particular dress I've sewn in the sides. Okay, I've sewn in the side seam allowance. Okay, so I just need to measure the round armhole. Note that the seam allowance is not included, right? Okay, so I've measured round the armhole and I got 11 as the round armhole on the dress. Okay, this is not the round armhole on the client. Okay, you also need to make sure that this corresponds to your client's round armhole measurement, so that when the person wears the dress, the person would not find it difficult raising her arms. Okay, so you also need the chest line. Okay, that's CH, and chest line is derived by dividing the bust measurement by 12. Please, by 12 you divide your bust measurement by 12, then add 1 inch is allowance to it. Okay, so my bust is 44 divided by 12 here on my calculator gave me 3.6. So 3.6 plus 1 inch for ease gave us 4.6. Okay, so that's my cap height. Okay, so CH means cap height, not chest line. There I'll show us how to calculate the chest line. CH means cap height. Okay, so my cap height is 4.6. So from the starting point of my pattern, I'm making a mark downwards at 4.6. Okay, so this is the cap height. This is where the sleeve head would come into. That's why it's called the cap height. All right, so now the next thing will be to measure the length of your sleeve. Okay, I initially wanted to start from the lower part, but let me just rule out my cap height measurement. So from there afterwards I'll start taking the sleeve length. Okay, now this line right here is my cap height. Okay, so the next thing will be to determine how long you want the sleeve to be. It could be a short sleeve, a 3/4 sleeve, or a long sleeve. Okay, so I want a sleeve length of around 11 inches. Then I'll add 2 inches hemming allowance to it. Okay, so your sleeve length, like I said, can be short, can be 3/4, could be long, can be any type of thing, any kind of sleeve you want. And just know that once you know how to draft a basic sleeve, it is very easy for you to modify it and transfer the pattern to any type of sleeve you want. So please note that the round armhole is 11. Okay, on fold, because the fabric we folded it. Okay, that means if you open it up, if you measure it round, that'll be 22, but as it was folded we measured 11. Now we also need the chest line. Okay, like I said earlier, the chest line is derived by dividing the bust measurement by 6 plus 2 inches. Okay, so these are just the two formulas you need. Okay, your cap height, which is the bust divided by 12 plus 1, then the chest line, which is the bust divided by 6 plus 2. Okay, so you can write these things down or just have them at the back of your mind. Now on the cap height, I'll now mark the chest line. Okay, so like I said, that's my chest line right there. Okay, so I would then connect from the chest line to that mark at the chest line, okay, to the tip of the paper. Okay, I hope you understand. All right, so my cap height is around 9.5, so I marked 9.5 there, then slanted it from where I marked the cap height to the tip of the paper. I've used my paper tape to hold the paper down. Okay, so it's not moving around. Then afterwards you're going to measure that slanted line you've marked there. Okay, and you need to get the midpoint. Okay, so measuring that slanted line gave me 11, which is my round armhole. So that's why you need to take your measurements. Okay, so you can see that it corresponds to the round armhole. Now I'm going to mark half of that slanted line. Okay, which is 5.5, right? You remember I measured it and it's 11, so half of it is 5.5. Then at that midpoint I'll come down by ½ inch. Okay, then I'll get my curve ruler. Okay, you need your ruler, but if you don't have, you can just make do with your free hand. Okay, so from that point there I'll connect to the ½ inch we came down by. Okay, so using the curvy part of my ruler, I'll connect that from the ½ inch to where we marked our chest line. Okay, where we marked our chest line measurement. Okay, so then afterwards I'll connect from the tip of the paper to the ½ inch we came down by using the upper part of my ruler. That's the other curvy part of my ruler, and that's just it, guys. That's just it. Okay, so your basic sleeve is practically ready, just almost ready. Guys, so you can see that slopey effect that sleeves have. So what I'll do is to measure around the sleeve, okay, to make sure that I have my 11 inches. That's a round armhole measurement, remember. So you just need to measure, and I have exactly 11 inches. So if you measure, if you mark the chest line you used, you would get accurately the same thing. You just get it right, okay. So remember, just the chest line you used when you were drafting your pattern or your dress, whatever you're making, that's the chest line you will need when you are drafting your sleeve. So now add my 2 inches seam allowance. Remember that when we measured round the sleeve on the dress, the seam allowance was not inclusive. Okay, so that's why I'm now adding the seam allowance afterwards. Now on the length of the sleeve, you're going to mark your round sleeve measurement divided by 2. Now for mine, the round sleeve is 14 divided by 2, that's 7. So I've marked 7 there plus 2 inches seam allowance. Okay, so I'll connect them together. Okay, the seam allowances together, and that is it. So this here is hemming allowance or seam allowance of 2 inches to hem or fold the lower part. And guys, we are done. Okay, so I just like to slant this part like so you can see the way I'm doing it. But if you don't want to do this, I'll also show you another method. The reason is so that when you fold, you're not having a shortage. Okay, so this is your basic sleeve, right? Very easy, very easy. Okay, so I don't do the front sleeve, back sleeve. Okay, it gets confusing when I teach it to people. Okay, so I just like to do this method. Measure around the armhole, whatever you get, use it to draft your basic sleeve. Okay, it's less complicating. All right, so another method is to fold in your seam allowance, your hemming allowance. Okay, fold it in before you cut. Please try to do this. Fold it in before you cut. If you don't want to have the lower part slanted like I slanted it, okay, I'll pull it out and show us. Okay, you can see it still follow that slanted line I made. Okay, so if you do this, you either make the slanted line and cut out, or you fold in the hemming allowance. Okay, it helps you not to have a shortage around that point. Oh god. Okay, I've just done my pattern. Okay, but we move. All right, so then I'll cut through my sleeve head. Okay, you can see, just follow that mark. Your tools are very important. Okay, so if you don't have these tools, you can just buy the regular French curves that are sold in bookshops. Okay, they will help you create beautiful patterns. Okay, but if you can afford this, you can go for your tools. I sell them, I have them. You can reach out to me on the phone number on your screen, and I'll deliver it to your address or to your location. All right, so this is your basic sleeve. I'm just making amends at the parts that I tore my paper, my pattern, my beautiful pattern. Okay, so this is it. All right, so this is your basic sleeve, live and direct. No hassles, no difficult calculations. Okay, so just note that this part will be on fold. Okay, when you transfer it to your fabric, you put it on fold, and we're not adding any other allowances. You just need to add your allowance, your 2 inches allowance to the sides. Okay, so you're not doing any front armhole, back armhole, kiniko that would give you the headache of your life. All right, so this is it, your basic sleeve. All right, so if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Consider subscribing, tap your notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. Until I see you in my next tutorial, bye. I love you. Mwah.